Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't sit here and to do filming for a very long time. The monkey is back, so been running around like a hell with her every day and hasn't really got time to sit down. But today my mom took her to my grandma's place, so I got a few hours to myself. Yay! So I was thinking to just, I'm not really going anywhere, so I was just thinking to do a chatty get ready with me as she's not here. If my little one is here, you guys are only gonna do get rushed with me. So let's get started. Washed my hair, so it's a little bit, I'm just going to here. It's easier to put the makeup on. And today I'm also going to use a few new products that I bought last time. You see most of them on my shopping haul as well, so I'm just going to I used all of them already, but only for a couple of times, so just going to use a little bit more just to see and hopefully give you guys some further feedback. I've put face cream and everything and just going to do a primer, but I will use this one, Ipsa's moisturizer stick. I tried a couple of times, really good, especially for your pores. If you have a big pores like me, somehow I feel I can't really point it down if it is this one. I was testing out the other foundation, which is also very good and friendly with pores, so I was using both of them. So I can't really 100% point it down with this one, but I think this one definitely contributed to the result. It is literally a moisturizer but made it like a stick. It's like a glue stick. All you need to do is I put it all into the area. Because I feel this one is very good with pores, so I put more around my pore area. I'm not using all over my face. Besides, although it's a moisturizer stick, it doesn't make your face more oily. Yesterday we received the full refund from the airline, as our return ticket still hasn't been used, as no flights back to UK yet. So I was chatting with my husband online. We just both need to be prepared that we may not gonna see each other. Probably gonna be summertime, God knows. And I just feel sorry for my daughter. She hasn't seen her daddy for over a year now. So yeah. We came back together for last Chinese New Year, and my husband flew back, I think just after New Year, just after last Chinese New Year. Then obviously the pandemic happened, then we didn't get the chance to go back at all. Yes, obviously it's safer to stay at home, to stay here, so we're both gonna wait until the situation calms down and be more stable. So yeah, bless my husband, he's doing like short videos for Emily, just to play with her digitally. And the foundation I use is MAC Studio Fix, very popular one, and my color is N12. The only downside for this one is it does oxidize. You see, it's already oxidized a little bit. Let me just pour a little bit fresh one out. But well, a little bit too much. But this one is not as bad as Lancome's one. I don't know whether you guys can see. So this is the fresh one I just pulled out, and this one was like a couple of minutes back. So it does oxidize, but not as bad as this one. Lancome Ultra Wear. This one makes your face look completely orange, and it just gets darker as it goes. disappointed with that one. Lancome has so many good foundations and well-known foundations, but that one, my daughter now is a year and a half. When her daddy left her, she was only 7 months. Can you imagine? Bless my husband, and you know, both of them misses each other, especially dad, obviously, because my daughter was too young, so she can't, you know, remember her daddy that well. So we kind of catching up online. Not only that, my husband also sending videos to her and play games with her, which is very cute. When you have I've noticed the huge difference that when I at work, I love holidays, I love bank holidays, and I hate Monday, love Friday. I think most of us do. Since you had baby, or you had the little one, you hate Fridays and you love Monday, because Monday you can just dump them into nursery. Not literally, you know what I mean. And the Friday, what you're gonna face, you're gonna pick those monkeys back. Oh God. I only have one child. That's enough. I don't know whether because she's a mix, or, by the way, my husband is Irish, so she's a mix. I don't know whether because of that, her energy level is just, you know, when you sing a song, you're on the high pitch, and her energy level, it just stays there. I can't. My home is myself, my dad, and my mom. So 3 of us take turns to look after her. We all exhausted at the end of the day, and she still feels hard to fall into sleep. Feels like she still got energy in and hasn't drained it out. It's just unbelievable. But since she went to nursery, oh, that's the change. They do so many different games, and you know, they have teachers play with them all the time, and you know, because her look is different, she's mixed, so she, you know, in my country she will look like a little bit like a foreigner. You know, in the beginning I was a little bit concerned there, because she's different, she looks different with she being, you know, picked by other kids. I'm not worried about teachers. Teachers here are very professional, but you know, with she being picked by other kids, no, not at all. Everyone adore her, absolutely adore her. So I was saying to my husband, she must have some good side of her personality that attracts people to her. When she's at home, oh my God, yeah, it's difficult to, you know, for a mommy to discover her good personality. But at nursery, everyone adores her, not only from her own class, but you know, all the teachers and the kids from even older class, because they separate the kids between age. So she's in a mixed age class between 1.5 to 3, and then they have 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. All the kids, even older one, like 5 to 6 years old, everyone loved her for some reason. Oh. Her head teacher was saying to me that, oh, you know, we're seeing a huge improvement from her. She start understand the rules, she start following the rules, and also her cooperation is really good. I just raised my eyebrows. That's never happened at home. I'm quite a, how to say, I have my principles and I stay with it. I'm a type of person not stay with the rules, but I have my bottom line and I have my principle, and I do not give up on those. So I also set rules and set disciplines to Emily. She just challenged me every single time. She doesn't do that to her teacher. Now we going to, oh, that's you try concealer. On my last shopping haul, I bought 2 concealer from Pony Effect. I'm thinking to do a full face makeup by using just this brand, because it is very, very good. They have so many good products there, but I haven't tried all of them. And also I do love Pony. and I follow her on YouTube as well. She is a very famous Korean beauty artist. She's very pretty as well. So I got two color. One is rosy ivory and one is natural ivory. So I used both of them once. Rose ivory for the color is very good for under eye, but it's a little bit dry. It's dried up after about 10 minutes, then start getting, you know, you see the crease start getting under your eye area. But the natural ivory is really good. So today I think I'm just gonna use the natural ivory as the coverage for MAC is not too bad already. Besides, I'm not going anywhere. And this concealer works very well with pores. It doesn't emphasize it, and it doesn't sit into your pores or sit on top of it. It just melts into it. So to fill it up a little bit, I think the concealer is here's the trouble, because the last time I tried the concealer was a different foundation, which was the Makeup Forever one, and this one is slightly darker than my skin tone. Therefore the natural ivory, it actually can highlight my face, but the MAC one is, you know, lighter than this. Made my face go a little bit yellow under certain area and not really lighten up. But as I said, I'm not going anywhere today, so just for my parents to enjoy this. Oh, you know, I bought this new set of a brush. This is for powder, loose powder. For loose powder, yes. For baked powder like this, it's okay. It doesn't, it's difficult to scope the powder out. For loose powder, this is absolutely keen to work with. But I'm still testing it out, so don't want to be too opinionated, so it needs to be, you know, a little bit fair. For people who knows me well, all my colleagues, friends knows me, I was a tea person. I love English tea. I love English breakfast tea with milk, no sugar. That's my standard. Wherever I go, doesn't matter how rush in the morning, I always have my cup of tea. I can get very, you know, anxious and not in a good mood if I didn't have my cup of tea. Since I had Emily, the caffeine in tea is not enough. I need coffee. I'm not really a coffee fan, but if I want my eyes to stay open during the day, especially when she's around me, I need coffee, and sometimes I need 2 cups. Bless all the moms out there. Huge respect. I never thought my child is going to be like this. I thought that my child is going to be, you know, more gentle, easygoing, and not going to be, you know, running around like a ball and you just got to chase it every single time. But she's cute. She has her moment, especially in her age now. It's the most fun age. She yakking a lot now, so obviously I try to get her into bilingual, so I try to speak as much English as I can to her, but the bigger environment is Chinese, therefore she picks Chinese much quicker. She can now say a simple sentence and she can express herself better than before. On the other hand, you think she actually understood what you're saying. As soon as you try to educate her, to tell her what can do, what you can't do, she just pretend that she didn't understand what you're saying, and she just and continue with what she was doing. So all your kids out there like this, or just my for contouring today, I'm going to use one is from G.R.W.M that they worked with Disney. This is their contour palette. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to try the other Chinese makeup artist, Tang. Yes, that's his brand. That's the contour highlight palette. This one is really good. It's really good. The color combination. This one again is neutral, so it's not too warm, not too cool. But the color mixed, how to say, I think he add just about right brown and gray level into it. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. It suits Oriental skin very well. Even your light skin, it will be your contour palette. And this powder is more for highlighting under eye area, and the T-zone is a matte white powder. This is a beautiful highlight. I like the highlight to be melted into my skin. It brings a natural glow on my face. A is because of my skin condition. I don't want to emphasize it. B is I suppose a natural highlight is my cup of tea. So I'm normally after anything that looks natural, doesn't emphasize your skin condition. This is really good. Can you guys see? It's a beautiful sheen, very fine, no glitter in there whatsoever. And the undertone is really good because it is not champagne and it's not yellowy, because sometimes champagne or golden color can make your face is like it's too yellow undertone. So when you tilt it at some angle, you're gonna see a yellow or golden stripe on your cheek. This one won't. This one is literally, you feel is a glow from inside out. I use on my face. You will see. I think the other side I use this one for you guys to see. Both are good, and I find for contouring and palettes and the color, Asian brand are much more suitable for Oriental skin, for obvious reason. But for myself, while I was in UK, I was a little bit struggling in terms of finding a good contouring color and a palette. Kelvin Aquan is another good one. The sculpting powder is really good color. If you hear any background, if you hear kids screaming or chatting, it's because there is a nursery literally down there. I will try to put some background music to reduce the impact a little bit, but if you can hear, ignore it. Then I will use a little bit the white powder, the white highlighting powder here to for my under eye area, as is when the yellow a little bit. Can you guys tell the difference here? You can, right? For a day-to-day makeup, after you using foundation and set, I probably can finish a full face just by this one palette. Did I say too early? I try it. If I can, I will make a video for it for you guys to see. Move on to blush. Blush, I'm going to use the Can Make one. I used it a couple of times. It is very natural, very good. As I mentioned before, because the area I'm putting the blush on, so I don't really put in the middle area. It's just because of my face shape, so I prefer to put on the side and just merge a little bit in with my contour. Therefore I don't go for too light blush color. It blend merge with my contour very well. It because it has you know, the brown color in there. Pigmentation is good, you can easily build up. It is not completely matte, it's satin, fine, sheen finish. So again, it's, you know, give a natural glow. Then move on to eyebrows. Eyebrows I use Smoothie. I like her eyebrow pencil. So again, very easy to use, and also I like it is the pigmentation for it. So again, very friendly for beginner, easy to be corrected if you know, draw somewhere wrong or didn't get the shape you wanted. And again, it's not too light for you, you know, not to see anything on your brow. This one, you see, easy to stroke on that. Myself is I don't know whether I got job to go back because of the pandemic, and obviously I still can't go back to UK, so I was on sabbatical leave, but my sabbatical leave I think is only until June this year. I don't really know what to do with YouTube. I like to be a full-time YouTuber, but you can't really guarantee anything at this early stage, so we shall see. But I want to be positive about things. Life is go on, but only you can choose to be a good day or bad day. And I want a good day. I want to use this eye palette again. Very cute. Because of the color. This is from Perfect Diaries 12 colored eye palettes. It is so useful, so easy to use, and you know, you don't have to think and create a nice everyday eye look. But I've been using this quite a lot. I think this will be in my next favorite, by the way. So I am going to use one of my older palettes from Tom Ford. Is the number 3 Body Heat. Again, you know, Tom Ford eye palette is well known. This is what it look like. Again, is beautiful, beautiful eye palettes. And then let's test out the brush I bought last time from Amotos. I love their beauty sponge. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on my table already, all from their brand. It is very, very good, very easy to use, and I have nothing bad to say about it. So I'm going to try their eye brushes just to see if they are as good as their sponge. This is how I use Tom Ford palette. I firstly use this one to put all over my eyelid. You know, this time I came home. Obviously, you know, I do come home every year or every other year. It is harder to stay at home this long, especially when you know, had work. So I never actually been over 10 years. Been over 10, 15 years, I never actually spent this long time at home, which I absolutely cherish and enjoy. Most importantly is enjoying the time spending with my parents as well. they both retired. They do, you know, come to visit me in UK and stay with me for a few months of the year. But you know, again, it's different. UK, you know, they have language barrier. It's not as convenient for them as they are at home. They can't drive in UK. They can, you know, drive themselves to go wherever they want in China. So it's nice to see them at home, you know, and because this time I had Emily with me, so she needed to, you know, do her first year immunization. She, you know, she got cold that need to see doctors. You know, I never worked one day in China. I have no idea about how each system works in here. Shamefully to say, but it's all new to me and to my parents, because you know, they didn't need to pay attention about the babies stuff in China. And this time I just feel so grateful that, you know, along the way we met so many good people, doctors, that really helped us to go through all these things. You know, to start with, Emily's visa. When originally she has the visitors visa. No, she has the family visitors visa that would only allow her to stay up to 6 months in China. So obviously with the pandemic, Chinese government had exceptions for those foreigners that who need a longer time to stay in China. And we went to the immigration office. They were just so helpful. They were saying that, you know, because of the condition itself, they recommend me to change to a different type of visa, which will grant her, you know, longer stay time, and multiple entrance will be, you know, made it much convenient moving forward. But the document they need, especially one, you know, particular one, her birth certificate authentication. Then I contacted UK government, my local council. Obviously they closed because of the COVID, but again they were very helpful. That, you know, they tried to get me something to prove that the birth certificate is authentic. But in here, officers at the immigration office, he just so good. He wrote down the list. He advised us what to do, and, you know, tell us to come back at what date, as he, you know, he knows Emily's case better, so come back to look for him. Therefore, I don't have to repeat everything again to another person. Oh my God, it just, you don't know how grateful that I am, as, you know, none of my parents, myself knows how to do this, how to do those things at home, and you just need someone to help you. And they're so good, so patient. I am just, 很感动啊. And with Emily's immunization, because in China you need a equivalent like a red book in UK. You need something equivalent to that, so it's like a baby's health tracking book that they give to you, to all the newborn baby in China, that you will need that book in order to inject vaccines. Obviously, you know, Emily doesn't have. Again, the head of a hospital, the head of local hospital here was very helpful, because they never faced that situation as well. So they helped me make the phone calls and ask in terms of, you know, Emily's situation, what to do. And they just accepted the photocopy of her red book to approve, you know, what the immunizations she had before and what she needed for her first-year-old, and what we got in here, what their recommendations, so on and so forth. It's just, you know, it just makes your life much easier. And during the pandemic in China, we even got calls from local community, we got calls from the local council, and we got calls from the immigration office just to check if Emily is okay, if she needs any help, because she's a foreigner. Therefore, you know, the local community wants to make sure that even you're a foreigner, but you are well looked after in China. It's just so great. And I never experienced that because, you know, I'm Chinese. You take a lot of things you take in granted, but I seen a huge difference when Emily is here this time, and you know, proud of my country. Quickly, I think my hair is better now. And her nursery is so good. Her head teacher, Emily, absolutely loves her head teacher, but same time she also afraid of her head teacher. That's something I need. She needs to be afraid of someone. I thought sometime I can be scary already, but not in her eyes. She took a granted and she knew that I would love her forever. Therefore, she just continue push the boundaries and continuously press my bottom line. And that's what I need. I need someone that she's scared of. And she absolutely listened to her head teacher. You know, even down to something as small as cutting her nails. Oh, when you do that at home, she screams like no tomorrow. You just want to say, it's not even hurting you. And they do this all the time. It's not the first time we doing your nails. You know, we've been doing this since she was born. And out of sudden, she decided she don't like to do her nails anymore, and she just starts screaming and doesn't want us to touch her hands at all. So for like 2 weeks we couldn't cut her nail, and I just asked help from the head teacher to say we have to have her nail cut down as it's gonna be, you know, damage her own skin. Could you please help? And guess what? The head teacher was saying that she was like cute little baby, sit there and give the head teachers her hands and finger by finger. So she thought she was well trained at home. She's a completely different child. And the nursery we chose is one of the local ones, not far off from where I live at all. It's very convenient for us as well. The teachers there is just so professional, and they are one of the Montessori, yes, Montessori concept nurseries. Montessori is a well-known education concept that was developed by Mrs. Montessori. I think she's Italian before. Yeah, I think a lot of UK nurseries are using this education concept, which I absolutely love. And I can see the change on Emily. You know, she start understand once she finish her toys, she needs to put her toys back to the basket. She throw the rubbish away. She does all this when she's in a good mood or when she's in a normal mood. And she also knows she need to put her cup back on the counter when she finished drinking water. We start seeing the huge difference on her. She can now eat by herself. It's all thankful to the nursery. My mom was so worried that, you know, she's too young to go to nursery, you know, and she's not even. We sent her to nursery when she was a year and 4 months old. To be honest, in my head, you know, babies are okay to go to nursery from 1. That's majority of what happens in UK because moms go back to work after 1. So the babies go to nursery, and I don't see any, you know, any qualms or anything strange for it. But in my parents' eyes, obviously, you know, they feel like, oh, he's too young to go to nursery, you know. Does the teacher has patience to change her nappies? She doesn't know how to shout out when she wants to pee pee or poo poo, you know, all these concerns. But I think I made the right decision. We see a huge difference once she settled into nursery, and also the younger you send to nursery, the quicker they will get used to and they can settle into the environment. It's supposed to be a chatty video, but once you have tried, all your topics are about child. No, let's come back to something else that you may also interested. So, how you guys doing? Apart from the pandemic, let's forget about that. We just have to live with it, and the vaccine will come up. The world will come back to normal. Let's believe that. Let's move on to something else. Let me do my eyeliner. Let me finish my eyeliner. I can't really do my eyeliner while I'm chatting at the same time. I just realized something that for first time, I just contoured my face but didn't contour my nose. How could that happen? Let's quickly do that. As I already done my eye makeup, so there's no point to contour my eyes. How could I forget about that? Gonna try this one. It's from G.R.W.M. Color number 20, so it's more brown colored mascara. It looks like a pen. Very cute. Very interesting. Let me get a bit of color out. It's brown color. It's like orange or brown. I like it's not too wet, because if it's too wet, my eyelash is just gonna go back. I think that this color probably for special occasions or special makeup, yes, but for daily use, it is nice, don't get me wrong, but I think for my eyes would look better still with a more darker color. Oh, I just realized that I was saying we're going to use the Image highlighter, and I haven't highlighted my face. We do that right after this. Bless my husband, you know, still sending cards to us here, Christmas cards, New Year's cards, my birthday cards, Chinese New Year cards, bless him. It is quite funny, you know, the other day one of my friends was saying that, he said, oh, it is so he said he can't believe that myself being separated from my husband for over a year. And then he said those things normally happen when there's war. And then he said he can't believe that happens, but you know, things happens out of your control. You know, I'm very grateful that my husband is he can entertain himself very well. He has hobby and he has work to do as well, so he doesn't, and he's a very positive person. He's not sit there and just complain or moan about things. He's very positive and he just get on with it. You know, that's something he's very good. So both of us, like myself, I only started doing YouTube in here by knowing that I may need to stay even longer. I can't just every day. Well, I'm supposed to go back to work in June last year, but for obvious reason, I didn't. So I wanted to do something myself. I can't work around a child every single day. I wouldn't complain of having Emily and need to look after her and the things come with it. I have nothing to complain about that because I made a decision. I want to have a child. The things come with it. I absolutely accepted that. I need to do something else that completely different, that bring me back to who I am in work mode. And I feel better that way. And I feel I have something to look for, and I have, you know, different goal to achieve. So I am enjoying doing YouTube. That's back on the highlight. Back on this palette. Lovely Tiffany blue. Do excuse the lighting as well. Is I have a big window just in front of me, but the weather today seems on and off. It was sunny earlier and now it's just very cloudy, so do excuse. Zoom you in a little bit. So let's see here, right? Can you see? Look how beautiful it is. It's a nice sheen, lovely natural glow on your face. It doesn't look goldeny. This is very pretty. Oh, lips today, I think I'm going to use Physicians Formula. That's from my shop haul last time. Look how cute they are. Look like little pills. One is matte finish and the one is cream finish. The matte one is okay, it's comfortably wear, but the color shows better on this formulation rather than matte, so I'm going to use more cream one. The color I really like. The color is very autumn, orange brown, warm tone. I quite like today's makeup, turns out. I haven't used Tom Ford eye palette for a while, and I just really fall in love again. Today I've also tried a lot of new products that I used from last shopping haul unboxing as well. So I was thinking that I probably every month I would do a product review video for you guys, because when when myself watching YouTube videos, that makeup videos, I always get very excited when see people's shopping haul unboxing, but at the same time I want to know afterwards what happened with those things. Did you like it or you didn't like it? Especially when I see something that I also wanted to buy and she or he bought it, and I want to know, is it any good or is it worth to buy? So I think I do buy a lot of things and test out a lot of things on a monthly basis, but I think I will try to give you guys a summarize the video, just to probably pick like top 5 good products that I would highly recommend, or the worst and the worst 5 that not really good. So for the things that I didn't mention, you'll probably take as they are comme ci comme ça, neither too good, neither bad. So would you guys be interested in that? I will test out one for this month and leave your feedback for me as well. So don't forget to subscribe my channel, and that is for today. Thank you so much for chatting with me, and it's lovely to see you guys and to have a chat with you. If any particular topic you like to chat with me or have any questions, do leave your comments down below, and I will see you on my next one.